Breaking news, secret spot. Jake Haro was here yesterday at this location just east of Moreno Valley, California. The search for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro continues. Authorities take Jake out of the jail cell to this location here, and they were doing a massive search for Emmanuel. Emmanuel was not found. But I want to show you this area. Driving between Moreno Valley and Beaumont. It is it's on Highway 60. It's called the Badlands. And there's lots of other little valleys and gates and dirt roads off of this area here. Did Jake take authorities to the wrong location? Or was he at the right location and Emmanuel just wasn't found? You got to have some serious information to be brought out of a cell. Now, let me show you the area here more in depth. I got the drive from Gilman Springs Road to Beaumont, I-10, and I want to show you a map of the area here. It is very interesting. Emmanuel could be somewhere in the Badlands here. Check it out. All right, this is Google Maps. This is the spot. Let's analyze this spot because some interesting things stick out. This is 60, which is between Beaumont and Moreno Valley. And here it is. It's going westbound. It's the westbound, and it's right before the sign that says Gilman Springs Road. That's in the distance there. Gilman Springs Road. It's a green sign. So Jake Haro took authorities to this specific location right here. And it is a busy freeway here. You could see that both sides have multiple lanes here on both sides. And they seem like they were all here at this fence location right up here at this mountain. Now, below is kind of like a, below here, and past the gate is kind of just goes down. It goes down a hill, but it's a trail here. But one thing I notice here is the gate is locked. And it just makes me wonder, if Jake or Rebecca or both, was traveling this freeway here at one point. And why would they just decide to just pull over, just pull over on the side of a really busy road where people could see them park, witnesses, and dispose of a little baby? Like, why would they do that? This is called the Badlands, as I said, the Badlands. And, what got them to choose this location is a mystery. If, in fact, baby Emmanuel went here, unless Jake is lying, but he took authorities here. Did they pull over? If they did dispose of the body, did they pull over? And was that gate open? Was they scouting around looking for a place to dispose of the body, and just that happened that day that they were there, the gate was opened, not locked, and they just said, well, we'll go down this rural road here. No one can see. It's down in the ditch, because below is a ditch. On the other side there, it goes down a hill, and, and no one could from the highway could see them. That's a possibility. As you see, this is between Moreno Valley and Beaumont, but it looks very busy and active in this general location. Now, I don't know if they have license plate readers around here. I don't know if they have surveillance around here, but it just looks like desolate, remote. It's kind of like going through the hills before you get to the Moreno Valley. If they were traveling this way and did this, they would be traveling west, so they would be starting out in Beaumont, banning Beaumont, cabazon, and working their way this way, going westbound, which you could see, and I can't see Jake and Rebecca climbing up hills and like that and everything like that, but I could see them trying to ditch a body, right below a hill. I could see them doing that. But this gives you more perspective here. I mean, it's possible that Emmanuel was here, and, the vultures, the wildlife, the body being decomposed. We don't know to the extent of, how long a body could be here for, but that's maybe one of the reasons why they didn't find the body. But Jake and Rebecca, or Jake or Rebecca, one of them, or someone affiliated with them, did in fact bring Emmanuel to this location. So I just wanted to show you this area so we can just document this and try to find out what happened to 7-month-old Emmanuel. Let me know what you think. JLR Investigates. All right, this is 60 going eastbound towards Beaumont, and this is the area where authorities went with Jake. It would have been to the left. It would have been to the left here. This is going eastbound. This will take you to Beaumont. Is kind of show you the terrain in the area, what this vast amount of land looks like. This is called the Badlands between Moreno Valley and Beaumont. And is it possible Jake took them to the wrong location and it's somewhere else in the Badlands here that Emmanuel was disposed of by Jake or Rebecca or both, or by someone else that Jake knows? But here kind of gives you an idea of what this area looks like. It goes on for a few miles through the Badlands here. Eventually it takes you to I-10. But here, let me just kind of take you on a drive and a tour in this area so you have a general idea of what this area looks like. Emmanuel could be out there. He could have went off the wrong side there, showed authorities, and it's actually somewhere else. And he's confused, or was Jake lying, straight up lying, sending on a goose chase, or making it appear he can cooperate for leniency by just picking this location here. But I mean, to bring someone out of the jail is a big deal to a location. So I'm just going to stay quiet here, and you can take a look here at the area and let you decide what's going on. Where is 7-month-old Emmanuel? Some people don't believe Jake and think that he was taking authorities on a wild goose chase. I don't know what to think. They're bringing SAR out there. There was mass confusion yesterday. There was people on the ground reporting that Emmanuel was found. ended up not being found, and, choppers up in the air. Just a lot of buzz on this case. Are we going back to square one? What's going to happen here next with the search for Emmanuel, who has still not been found? Do they go back to the cabazon home where Jake and Rebecca lives? They lived. They're not going to get out of prison anytime soon. So, Emmanuel could be out there. Did Jake get confused and went to a wrong location? But in fact, he disposed of Emmanuel or Rebecca or both of them somewhere else, somewhere that looks similar to this type of terrain. You would think if someone disposed of a body, they would know exactly where it is at all times. Let me know what you think, though. The search for Emmanuel, presumed dead, continues. We are Emmanuel's Army. Just want to give you kind of more context to yesterday, kind of give you more map and exact area where this was for people that are documenting, because there was some footage out there, but people probably didn't really know where it actually was, and hopefully you got that information here with JLR Investigates. Sub to the channel, hit the notification button. We are Emmanuel's Army. Emmanuel strong. What happened to Emmanuel? Maybe the affidavit of probable cause will reveal more. We're waiting for that. They got a court hearing on Tuesday. We'll see what happens there, whether it's a video conference or their appearance is required. I am JLR Investigates. We'll talk soon. Stay tuned.